Bro, why are you just shoving Tootsie Rolls in your mouth right now?
Roll.
Did you take it from those things are old as fuck.
Roll are good.
Welcome to Souly for Laughs. I'm your favorite host, JD.
I'm JoJo. And Mima.
And JoJo and Mima.
And Juan.
And Huda.
And Huda.
The topic of
Huda,
America.
woulda, coulda, shoulda.
The topic of anyone who watches Love Island.
Bro, I haven't watched trash TV.
It's great.
years.
You know what's crazy? It's garbage TV, but
It really is.
it's entertaining.
And you know what? They say you are what you watch. I guess I'm fucking garbage.
Garbage.
Because I live for reality TV.
No, but the thing with that is, right, it's garbage TV, it's entertaining. Sometimes, though, I have to, when I watch it, I have to tell myself to turn my analytical brain off. Like,
What? That's why I like to watch it.
no, because I'm saying in the sense of like, oh, the producer made him do that. The producer did this.
yes.
The producer did that.
That is your ADHD
No,
brain.
that's what I'm saying. So
Yes.
like, there's no way Ace decided to say that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I can tell
the
what-
producers told them to go about it this.
They tell them certain things to do to make it even messier.
They have to, because
Yeah.
think about it. If you had, let's say you had, well, whatever, 12 people just go there, and you find your connection, and everybody's like, oh, that's my type, that's my type, that's my type. Show's
You're
boring.
not gonna have any
No,
drama.
the show's boring
Yeah.
at that point.
Yeah.
So you have to make let's bring this person. America chose Iris for Jeremiah, and it's like, they probably
Did
didn't.
really anybody vote?
They probably didn't.
Did anyone really fucking vote?
That's what I'm saying. Like, they needed to split them up.
Yeah, I definitely think that, of course, it's reality TV. It's produced and edited, but I just like watching it to be just like talking shit. Like,
No, but that's the thing. So when I watch, all I do is talk shit.
right.
Me too.
But I even like the edits. There's been times where like I'll see like the preview and I'll tell Jasmine, I'd be like, that didn't happen.
That's not
in
how
that
it
order.
happened.
That
Yeah.
didn't happen in that order.
Yeah.
Then you watch the episode and you realize
Well,
they
yeah,
took something from here.
You know, the previews are like clickbaits.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
You know, they want to
Hello.
keep you right. Mr. Clickbait King over here.
I know, right?
Do you work for Love Island?
And
Like that.
not clickbait king.
Yo,
Click
the legs are legging right now.
Today?
Yes.
And mine too.
Everybody.
Everybody, look at that.
It's summer, baby.
I've been doing legs.
I'm a light glazed donut. JoJo's a caramel mocha donut.
And I'm a donut that got dropped on a
Juan
carpet.
It's still good.
Juan is a caramel with chocolate sprinkles because of the hairs.
Ew. But yeah. Huda. I don't know why people are dragging her online, right? Because let's be honest,
Especially women, because we have all been a dumb bitch before.
it's not even that.
I'm still a dumb bitch.
It's bro. It's the fact that off camera, people are crazy. This is just on camera. You know what I mean? Like now everyone is seeing it. But a lot of the people that like dragging her online, I guarantee you
Have been in that.
go through their men's phones. They would have got a nose job if they could.
All
You
she
know what I'm saying? Like
is a stage 5 clinger, bro. That's all she is.
She's got anxious attachment.
Yeah.
yeah.
Big
But
time.
it's for me, like, and that I like watching Love Island because it gives me a bunch of topics to talk to you guys about, but also like it makes me just self-reflect, like what the fuck.
Because it does. Because
You
I
can-
saw myself in Amaya.
Yeah,
I'm like, damn, this bitch don't let this
Oh,
fucking
nah.
dude
bro,
talk.
no,
Okay.
nobody could
Like, in an
make me
argument.
hate her. Nobody can make me hate her. I think she just has a big personality.
Who, Amaya?
Yeah,
She crazy.
she wouldn't be somebody that would. She wouldn't be somebody
That's
that I
how she
would date,
laughs.
but I think she
Oh, she's a
would be
woman.
like a fun friend. I don't know.
She doesn't come off authentic.
Really?
No.
I think she does.
I think she's put. I think.
she
I
comes
think
off
putting on a
her,
show.
I think she comes off herself like
No.
too much.
She's giving, I'm trying to be like Cardi B, but in not as ratchet way. But Cardi B is
But what if
herself.
you just see that?
Cardi became famous because she was authentic
Yeah.
to herself.
Yeah.
That's what made
you heard her new
her
song?
everybody
No.
No.
that shit fire.
It's fire.
Is it?
It's actually fire. Like it is. That's gonna
I'm
be
actually
that's
very
that's
happy
that's
that
a
it was-
hot girl
Is it-
anthem.
Is it a summer joint?
Yes,
I'm not a hot girl
absolutely.
anymore,
It's
so-
outside. Like I think it's called I'm Outside.
I'm a chill girl summer,
I'll play it to y'all after the pod is over.
unless some good songs.
Because it'll be copyright if I do it.
But
while
bringing
I
this back to Huda and Love Island, not really
True,
about
true.
Huda, it just made me think how normalized crashing out is, and how, because her specifically, she's very explosive. Like, I don't know if you saw her, like, there was marks on her hands and shit. Was she out here punching walls and shit? Like,
Probably.
Bro, but you
They'll probably
but-
show all that
What
in the
we don't
beginning.
realize,
Where
what
the
we don't
men-
realize, it's all of this in the time span of a week.
right.
That not just that. You also got to realize that they're just kids. To be honest with you,
They really-
and when
they're
I
in
say
their
kids,
20s.
they're 23, 24.
Yeah, babies.
How old? What is she? 23, I think, or 20? No,
She's
24.
24.
You're a child.
Right.
Like you
And
are
I've-
young.
and- yeah.
You don't have a lot of experience in relationships, and crashing out is okay sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Like you shouldn't let
Because you gotta let the emotions out.
Yeah,
It's
but crashing
how you
out
crash
in
out.
public
The
like that.
term crashing out is like you're going off. Like,
Yes, but
crazy.
it might be different. And crashing out might look different for different people.
Yeah.
Because, like, some people, like, their crash out may be, like, up here, but then you're like, that's really not that bad of a crash out. But for them, it's, like, really a crash out because that's
Yeah.
not normally what they do.
Yeah.
True.
So there's different levels
Yeah.
of crashing
Yeah.
out.
Like if you get into a
But I think
public
the term
argument with
crashed
someone,
out came out from like seeing wild,
Unhinged.
like some wild, like people throwing TVs off of balconies. Like that is when you think of a crash out, you think of something
Yeah.
like so extreme.
That type of crash out is stupid.
Like, you know, I know girls who, not personally, but you know, they think their man is out cheating. They cut up their sneakers, put bleach all over their clothes, put the PlayStation in the tub. Do you think that's
No.
right?
No.
Like,
That's one thing I've never.
Pack that shit up neatly and put it outside your door and kiss the nigga goodbye. For real, that's it.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you
You don't gotta bleach, burn his
not just
clothes,
that, because
all that.
what if now the guy comes home?
but those are people that just want to keep going in that cycle too, because those like chances are that couple got back together.
I'm not gonna lie. I have in my early 20s. I'm not saying I never punched a wall or threw things or broke things or slammed doors. I definitely am one of those. Like I used to punch walls,
Yeah.
punch things. But you have to evolve from that. You can't.
Yeah.
You can't keep like punching. Do I still want to?
Yeah.
Hell yeah! Sometimes I want to fucking
Right.
slap. I gotta hold it.
I
Like,
punched through a flimsy ass door once, and
not a flip.
it's so funny because I mean it was obviously a moment where I was crashing out. So I punched through the door. Fucking Peyton now thinks I'm the Hulk, which in retrospect is kind of good that he thinks I'm so strong, because it's like, don't fucking try it with your mama, bro.
I'm gonna tell them that door was made out of fucking cardboard.
He to this day would be like, remember when you punched that door? Yes, I do, nigga.
And you
Yes,
know
I
what?
do.
And for
and I
kids-
punched through you next. Like, no, just kidding.
and for kids, their memory makes it so much more
like extreme than
Oh,
what it actually
absolutely.
was. Yeah.
than what it actually fucking was. Especially our like their generation, like the kids we're fucking bringing up, like
Yeah.
they're
a little softer.
softer. So for them, everything's
They're
like
in the
crazy.
soft era, which we love for these kids.
I do love it for
I
them.
do love it.
No,
these are
not
the
always.
kind
Not
of,
super soft.
These
Not
are the kind of
always.
worries. Yeah, not soft like oh, but you know, but soft where you feel safe.
Like I wouldn't want my kid crying because somebody called him a bitch. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't want my kid
I
to be
think-
So
like,
what? So what would
I think
you
the
want
first
the reaction
time
to be?
is acceptable.
Anger?
No, not
Punch
anger.
him in the mouth? No, but I'm asking. Like,
No,
what-
I wouldn't
what's
want you
the
to cry,
reaction?
but crying?
Your kid gets called
No,
a
not
bitch.
crying.
It's okay for them to be crying, and then they process it like, all right, well, people are gonna say mean things that has nothing to
Well,
do.
fuck it. I am a
do with
bitch
me.
because I'm crying.
To be honest
The
with you,
next time,
To me, it's
next time
like-
they may not deal with it
it's
like
like-
that.
okay. Honestly, like
Yeah, but
you
it
should
took
be
you
able
time.
to just.
It took you time to get there. It took you time to build your tough skin. It's not like you were just born with your rough ass skin.
Yeah, it was. I didn't have no lotion. I did it. I'm talking about like, obviously our kids are 12 and 11, right?
Mm-hmm.
At that point, especially in middle school, like you should be already like
used to kids roasting.
like the whole
your ass.
sticks and stones can break my bones, but words will never hurt me thing,
Especially
right?
now, kids be roasting too.
Kid, yes.
Roast you to
Teach your
death.
kid how to roast back.
Right.
No, it's not even roast back, right? Like, yes, you should. Like, I tell my friends all the time, I line every single one of them up against Mason, and Mason will toast you to death. Because he's going to do what I do.
He's a mini version of you.
You're going to be
He's
here,
gonna
and
go
I'm
low.
going to go here.
Right.
Who just died in your family, nigga?
But yeah,
That man
I do
roasted
agree
me.
with you. You do have to just teach skin.
He will roast.
Teach skin. You do have to teach kids just to have tougher skin. But yeah, back to crashing out.
It's weird. So yeah, back to crashing out.
You shouldn't let other people control your emotions to that point.
But that's learned. That's learned.
Yeah.
No, and that's what I'm saying. That
we
they're
gotta
so
teach them
young.
now.
That they're
I'm just making sure that you. I thought you were saying like it's an innate thing that you're born with.
No.
Like, you have
No,
to,
I was making a joke about
That's why
that.
you need parents to teach kids how to process that.
We're not born with none of that.
right.
Well, no, if your dad's
Well, there are
if your dad's a
certain things that
pussy,
are nature.
chances
versus
are
nurture.
you're a pussy too. Like that's just like
Oh my god, he was a pussy, so I got good pussy now.
wait, what? Oh my
No.
god,
No.
bro.
What?
Wait, she said her dad was a pussy, so now she got a good pussy because her dad was.
Mima,
a
what
pussy.
the?
I don't know the math.
The correlation there.
The math is
What
nothing.
kind of
What
unhinged-
Pythagorean theorem is that?
Girl math.
Pythagorean theorem.
The Pythagorean.
Pythagorean theorem.
That's crazy. My dad was a bitch, so now I'm a whatever. No.
Yeah.
My dad was a pussy, so
Dab
now
me
I
up,
got
Omar.
It sounded better in my head.
Yo, what? So you shouldn't let other people control your emotions. Like she let this whole situation just, and it's not that it's televised and it's edited to the point where it probably looks 100 times worse. Like that might have happened in a
I can
longer
tell by
span of
the
time.
energy in the
Everybody's
villa
tired of it.
after that people were fed the fuck up.
Yeah, it was
and
probably
I
an
think
all-day
it was
thing.
definitely worse than what we even saw.
I will say this: everybody's very chill. Like Jeremiah, because he's been in therapy for 2 years. Jeremiah is like very good at like dealing with that bullshit. Because
Yeah.
I think I would have crashed out if I was him.
He kind of needs a little bit of a backbone.
His little that little smirking and
Yes,
laughing.
I know, but what I'm
Is
saying
he
is
triggers.
dismissive,
That's
yes.
that trigger. That's gonna trigger
he
someone
laughed in her face.
That's not emotional.
Hello?
The guy's not emotionally
Well,
intelligent.
no, I'm not saying he's emotionally intelligent. The way I would have handled it would have been
But the way you would have handled her would have been like,
Yeah.
bitch, shut the fuck up.
No,
like,
but
like when she's like calling him a
pussy-ass
pussy
bitch.
ass bitch and all this stuff and like screaming, walking through the fucking.
he handled that.
And
Yes.
and I just want to
I would
say
say that.
that
Like, he didn't-
her level of delusion, unless producers are editing out certain things, is she hears something completely different than what the conversation is.
Bro, she really
Completely
did.
different. So I don't know if that's her spiraling or she is manipulating and purposely saying these things to tarnish
what
Jeremiah
was it that
more.
he said? He said that fuck, I can't remember.
He said that it was about Iris.
I'm trying to make you like me or something like that. I'm not trying to make you like me.
Yeah, and then-
like what he
yeah.
was trying to say is like I'm not trying to do things just to make you
Yeah,
like
and
me.
she's like, well, get the
And
fuck outta here then.
She's like, well then if you don't want me to like you, then get the fuck out of here. And I was
Right.
like, that's not
That-
what he was
yeah.
saying.
But that's-
and then she went to the group
People don't
and
know how to
told them
communicate.
completely
It was
different
more
story.
where he was like, yeah, I'm gonna get to know Iris, and she went and told the girls he's gonna use Iris as a scapegoat.
Yeah.
Girl.
So being that she believes stuff like that, I wanted to ask you something, right?
Well,
I didn't mean to get too deep into
what
Love
you got
Island,
going
but-
on inside is always going to be the perspective that you have on when,
Yeah, and
when
projection.
when you hear people. What you got going on inside, that's how you hear them.
She
Yes.
takes what she wants to confirm what she's feeling.
yes.
Which is one of the things in
So
therapy is you
you're-
ask your partner, what did you hear?
Right.
Because like you said, what you're internalizing changes what the person is. Sometimes
you're perceiving.
Sometimes the person's talking to you and you're not even really listening. You're just there.
Your
And
mind
they-
is
and they
already creating a story.
They're already creating a story. They say one word that triggers you, and now it's
That's all you hear.
blank.
Everything else is overshadowed. Yeah.
Yeah. Which, coming to beliefs, right? because I want to get off the Love Island boat. What is something weird that you believed when you were a kid? Like if you drive with you got to turn the lights off in the car because you'll get pulled over.
Yeah, my mom used to be like,
I still believe that to this day, and I don't drive with the lights on. I'm not risking it. I don't need to get pulled over for.
They're not. There's no such thing.
Okay.
There's no ticket.
For having your dome light on?
I just feel like the cops would think that I'm like rolling a blunt or something.
While driving?
While you're driving?
Well, they don't know if there's other people in the car.
My thought after I figured out that was a lie, I just don't want people to see me in the car.
Which is why my whole truck is tinted.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I hate non-tinted cars because
it's like a fucking fishbowl.
Yeah, a fishbowl.
And I
Get me the fuck out of this fishbowl.
Rima can't even pick her nose at a red light.
Just minded their business, but nah, people will dead ass.
And you know what's crazy about that? People will stare at you at the worst moment. People will stare at you when you're at the light picking your nose.
Bro,
like that's when somebody looks over.
That's literally why I can never have if I needed a cry session in the car, because people just be looking like, bro, can I just crash out in peace? I just want to release.
I've screamed in my car, crashed out. I've done many crash outs.
You've crashed in your car.
Never forget.
I used to the whole thing if you swallow gum, you'll get like a.
It stays there. That your body takes like 7 years to process the gum in your stomach.
I know it does get stuck to your lining a little bit though.
I don't know. I just when you're a kid or if it's hot outside and you open the refrigerator, you'll get stuck.
Yeah.
In that position, if you make a face, it'll get stuck. I used to believe that.
Let's talk about Dominican shit because they be coming up with their own shit too. Like your mom told me Peyton was outside too hot. She told me not to give him a cold rag or something. I don't know. I guess something with
because you can't go from one extreme to the other because se te pama la cara.
Yeah, because your face will get stuck in its position.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to me.
Has anybody seen that happen?
No, because that's not what happens.
Bullshit.
It's your nerves that causes those things.
Or it could have been something. Maybe it happened to someone one time, and then they just ran with it because it all comes from somewhere.
Of course.
It all comes from somewhere. I had another one. On Good Friday, right? If you can't do anything sexual or anything like that because you'll get stuck.
Your dick will get stuck inside.
Yes,
that's crazy.
And it was one of those things where you see those. Bro,
the dogs, how the dogs used to.
How the dogs get stuck.
How they get stuck. That's crazy.
That's crazy. I believed it as a kid. Growing up, I was like, "Oh, you're not supposed to curse. You're not supposed to. If you eat meat, you're going to hell."
Oh my God, I still be eating.
And then one thing that parents really think that the cold makes you sick. The cold actually doesn't make you sick.
No, it's germs.
It's the germs. They just stay alive longer in the cold and in the winter. And my mom's like, well,
so I actually looked that up.
Can't you get pneumonia though?
You can get pneumonia. So what the cold just kind of suppresses your immunity, your immune system a tiny bit. It just makes you more susceptible to get cold, to get sick.
Yes, but it's not going from one extreme to the other.
It's not per se the water falling from the sky, or because people say don't walk in the rain, you'll get sick. It's not necessarily the water. It's that if you're cold and wet, your immune system will suppress a little bit, and then you can get sick. Basically.
Yeah, warmer weather is better.
And would you say warmer weather is better?
Warm and wet.
Oh.
Ask your dad.
Oh my God.
You mean ask me? Say that. I'm just kidding.
I'm not asking you.
Yeah.
Skirt.
Warm and wet. Okay, so I got it out of my system.
I watch Pop the Balloon too. Reality TV horror over here, guys.
Definitely, for sure.
How do you feel when... Do you feel like the initial spark, is that more just lust?
You mean when you first meet somebody? So a show like Pop the Balloon, you're going off of the person's attraction right away, right?
Yeah.
When they come out.
So, yeah, but you know how some... a lot of guys in the last episode were saying that they didn't feel that that initial spark.
Oh, the dick didn't do the thingy.
So is it... That's more lust at that point.
That is lust, yeah.
You don't feel that initial lust lusting for that
Well, you have to
person.
be physically attracted to the person, but your body is also picking up on the other person's energy. Like, I really don't understand how people really don't think that that's a real thing.
Chemistry.
Like, it's a real thing. It's scientific.
Vibes. Yeah, vibes.
The
chemistry.
reason why the word vibes has been so popularized in the last fucking 5 years is because we're finally starting to realize that we do give off vibes.
Yeah.
You can feel energy. Our
Yeah.
body has a fucking electromagnetic field around us. Our hearts create electromagnetic fields. So when people are like, it pisses me off because this is what chaps my fucking asshole.
Wow.
People really think that this shit isn't real. Like, and when I bring it up, or like in conversation, obviously, and here we go, are you rolling your eyes? Like, no, this shit is scientifically fucking proven. It's real.
Yeah,
I think that if somebody, not only you have to be attracted, but you also have to, like, you pick up on their vibe.
I think that
You know what I mean?
people exaggerate the, like, I feel like with movies, like, they always make that first moment like so much more exaggerated,
Moving in
like,
slow motion.
it's more exaggerated. I feel like people want to pick up that, like, jump through hoops energy in 5 seconds. Like, be fucking for real. You need to hear the person speak.
Yes,
too.
you still,
So,
because someone
So
could be
there's-
sexy as fuck, and then as soon as they open their mouth, you're like,
That's what I said about Megan
I'm
Fox. That's what I said about Megan Fox. Once I saw that interview with her, I was like, eh. But initial attraction, so the spark, I guess. And now this is obviously everyone has their own personal experiences.
Mm-hmm.
For me, the initial spark would be, you caught my eye. Oh wow. Now, if you start to speak and you're well spoken or you're funny, then now I'm interested.
Yeah.
And that interest is what's going to cause that. When you come out and you are, I don't know, sometimes, like I said, they be judging people based on what they're wearing at that one day.
Right.
Oh, it was the fit for me, and they popped their balloon. Even though the person is well spoken, they have a lot going for themselves. Initially, for them, there was no spark because they weren't attracted, or it wasn't their what's the word? Their
type?
aesthetic.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, but the initial spark to me is all based on, I guess, attraction. Like because there are some times where, like you said, like you meet someone, and like they're not even saying anything, or they might not even be good looking, but they give off good energy.
Yeah.
Like their vibes are like.
and I've met people where initially, like, you really don't think they're attractive, and then you get to know them, and they become more attractive to you.
It also happens the opposite.
Yeah,
Yes.
who are like a 6.5, 7, and their energy, the way they
Yeah,
put
how many
themselves
inches do you
together.
want?
Yeah.
Stupid.
I've especially seen that in women a lot.
Yeah.
Like women that, no, I'm talking about like women that, like, you initially look at them.
She didn't hear what I
and-
said before.
No, what did you say?
She said she's met men that were 6, 6.5, and I was like, damn, how many inches do you want? And then you said I've met women like that. That's all I was like, wait a second.
Oh, I mean, nowadays it's
They got
quite,
their shit in their carry-on.
That is, nowadays that's pretty plausible. So
Right.
But yeah, no, like women that I'm like, oh, she's not really that attractive. Like, for me, for my style. Like, but they could like be, not that I'm fat shaming, but they could be like a big, what I wouldn't consider like your preference, right? And I'm like, wow, she's got a really great personality, or they have a beautiful smile, or like something about them that's like makes them more attractive.
So the spark is physical attraction to begin.
For
Yes.
men, maybe it could, but that could just be like that. But that's what I'm saying. It's personal for me.
I think yes,
'Cause that could just
immediately
be-
it's
because that could just be
physical.
for me.
Yeah.
Right. Like there's women that I've dealt with that I thought they were attractive, and then like I told you, you end up sleeping with them, and then you get to know them a little bit, and then you look at them, and you're like, there's something
it's so
off
funny
about
how you say that backwards. You
There's
sleep with them
something
and then
off
you get to
about
know
you.
them.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Unfortunately,
that's how our
happens
culture
sometimes.
is. That's how our
Unfortunately, that
culture
happens.
is.
Look at the. Not to go back to the show, but that's happening in the show.
Yeah.
They're talking. They slept with each other. They don't really know each other like
They
that.
is fucking.
Yo, Pepe was definitely fucking. I'm pretty sure I saw her go like this
She
with her
did.
hand.
Yep.
And then reach. Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. I was like,
Um,
damn, she ain't even wet, bro. You,
how
gotta
they-
wet
You know how, like on the show,
It's starting the pussy.
they're like pull each other for chats, and this person talks about that. What do you think your partner would say about you?
After a chat with me?
Like, no, like
Your partner.
like currently now. What do
Okay.
you think?
Well, like what you think, like what would they say we need to work on,
Or in
how,
general.
or how would they describe us?
Well, I'm saying, okay.
Yeah, like how? What do you think?
If your partner had to describe you to somebody, how would they describe you? I would say beautiful to start off.
Clearly.
I would say smart, funny, a little crazy, and really kind.
This is off of a first chat or just in general?
Well, these
Well,
are
just
our
in general,
partners.
our partner. These are our
okay.
partners.
So what would your man say about you, sister?
I would think he would say that I'm funny. I'm fun to be around. That I'm sexy.
Ooh.
And you know it.
That I'm smart and I have stupid conspiracy theories.
Are they stupid though?
They're not really. I mean, motherfuckers want to act like they're ignorant. And okay, you can live your life with fucking bandages all over your eyes. I don't care. Did I say smart? Yeah, I did say smart. Kind. Because I do a lot of things that I don't tell people. I don't have to post when I do kind things because then you're doing it for validation. But I do plenty of kind things that I don't really talk about. Yeah, I think, and I'm a good mom. And I'm a good mom too. What would your partner say about you?
That funny,
That ass always stay wet.
kind. You're so stupid. Kind. I what's the word? Patient. I'm forgetful. Y'all just talking about all the good shit they would say. They know damn well there's a couple
I
of
didn't know.
negatives in there.
I didn't know. I'll list the negatives.
I'm a little messy.
First of all, my partner better not be telling people my negative traits.
Well, no.
beginning.
Well, you said now. Obviously, you've been with your partner for 10 years.
God.
So
Sorry, my shorts are like writing.
not everything is you know, no one's perfect at the end
Not
of the day.
everything is rainbows.
But
and
the
butterflies.
good stuff, it would be, you know, good father, patient.
Annoying.
No, I'm annoying sometimes.
I'm annoying, definitely.
We're all
me too.
annoying sometimes.
I could be obnoxious.
The forgetfulness is annoying. Like
yeah,
I do be
I
he
forgetting
gets
definitely have
shit.
annoyed
that.
with that I forget everything.
Right? That's one thing. Now this is like what would they say behind you, like about you behind closed doors to somebody? Not necessarily like, oh, if they're talking to the opposite sex.
How
but
about
just in
what would they
general.
vent to about you?
My forgetfulness.
Wait, what?
That pussy too wet.
What would they vent about? Rather,
Nah.
sorry, excuse me.
They'd
Mind.
probably vent that my pussy's too wet.
You're so stupid, bro.
Keep slipping out. I would say that
Oh, she would probably be like, this man wants it way too often.
I'm an overthinker.
Oh, about you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said I'm an overthinker.
You're an overthinker.
Yeah.
I can be a know-it-all. I've been trying to work on that flaw. Sometimes I am relentless. I gotta prove my point.
I like to
sometimes.
rest.
What? you can't nap?
What she really wants to say, I'm a lazy ass motherfucker.
I
I'm lazy.
like to rest. Like if people ask me like what things that I enjoy doing, it's being in my home with a nice fucking blanket on a cozy ass couch, eating my favorite fucking dessert or something, and watching something that I enjoy.
True Taurus style.
That's what I like. Like, and people consider that lazy, but that's
It's not
genuinely
lazy.
what I enjoy.
No, you know what? To fucking piggyback off of that, I'm tired of the culture of we're constantly have to hustle, we constantly have to be on the move, we constantly have to fucking be making money. No, the fuck we fucking don't. It's okay to rest. It's okay to not fucking move and to listen to your fucking body and stop calling people fucking lazy for it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's.
They make you-
No, I'm not
there's-
talking about. Obviously, with everything there needs to be duality. You
You're
can't
working,
be a complete
like,
fucking
we're
lazy
talking
piece of shit.
We're talking about
resting,
working
Juan.
adults who are
Yes.
who are
Talking about
productive
resting.
to society.
It's okay to rest.
Yes.
We don't
If
have
you want
to
to take a whole weekend to do nothing, then take a whole
take
weekend to do
it.
nothing.
Oh, no, that's
Whole
fine.
fucking
Yeah,
weekend
that's
to do
fine.
nothing.
I'm not talking about lazy, like doesn't want to work, doesn't want to clean, doesn't want to do shit. That's
That's depression.
Right, I was just about to say that doesn't even sound.
That
like
sounds like clinical
laziness.
depression.
That doesn't sound
sounds like
healthy at
depression.
all.
And most people who are lazy are probably depressed. They're probably mentally fucking exhausted. That shit's spilling over to their fucking physical.
That could be.
You can tell when people aren't doing good. Like you could just see it in their bodies and their face.
I don't think so.
Yes.
Nah,
I'm sorry.
you really can't, because sometimes people be super whatever one day,
Yeah.
and next thing you know, I went through.
There
this in
are
high
some
school.
people who wear their feelings, but some people know how to hide.
You know
them
what?
really well.
I went through this in high school.
I have different.
Because
I have different abilities than other people.
my boy who ended up killing himself showed no signs of anything. Like there was no. So whatever demons he was fighting internally, he was doing a really good job at fighting them
Alone.
internally and
Yeah.
alone.
Externally,
No, he was fighting them internally.
right? But he was doing a good job at showing
yes,
them
at showing
externally.
the opposite.
Which, yes, it is true. But when we really, really sit and listen to people, and really sit and listen in between their words, you can catch. There might be fleeting moments, but you can catch it if we really sit and pay attention to people. Because the people that in my jobs and my job that were doing bad, if you really sat, they were the funny ones, they were whatever, but you really, sometimes that mask comes off for a split second and you can see it for that split second. But a lot of people aren't paying attention to that.
No,
split
but I'm about to
second.
say, but you have to
Yeah.
you have to be engaging into that conversation, right? Like it can't just be in passing.
And you can't look at it from your own lenses either. Like
Yes.
people see things literally from their own perception. Like they can't
Most of the time.
they can't step out of themselves most times.
Because that's something that you have to learn how to do.
Yeah. Like
Um,
I don't always have to see myself. Like let's say like we're talking about something. I don't always have to see myself and how it relates, how I can relate or something like sometimes.
Yeah, no, I understand what
Yeah.
you're
You
saying.
know, like just
You're just listening.
Yeah.
Yes, but you also
Yeah.
have to be careful with that because people with ADHD, the way that they connect with someone in a conversation is by them saying, "Oh, me too," blah 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 blah, and continuing the conversation like that because that's how their brain works. Where this is how I can connect with this person by showing them that I understand what they're telling me and giving them an example of my own situation so I can show them that I understand.
Yeah, but sometimes so there's
Because a lot of people
But that's a
get
double-edged
annoyed.
sword,
But what I'm
because-
saying is that's why people can't, it's not black and white and it's gray because you can't be one way because everybody's brains works different in conversations.
No, I know that, but in conversation, like I've said this before, like you have to realize sometimes that like so like in the beginning of my relationship, I was a fixer. Jasmine would tell me something and I'd automatically want to fix what it was. She told me one day, she's like, sometimes I just want you to listen. I don't want you to tell me what to do about it or whatever.
you know,
right?
I don't want a solution, bro. Just let me
Yes,
complain.
Just let me just let me vent.
But I do see
that's
I had to
also
teach-
innately in you as a man.
No, but that's what I'm saying. But I had to teach myself to where I would like to listen.
and just let it be.
I already have the solution in my head or what I think is a solution, but I'm not going to verbalize that unless it's asked. Or if I'm
Well, I
okay, do
get
you
what
want me
Jojo-
to tell you?
You guys are talking about two different things.
Yeah,
but I
we
get
are.
what Jojo's saying because, like, if a girl's venting to me, it's easy to relate. Like, you know, I've been through something similar.
I've been through- but-
I
Right.
can
That's what I'm-
sympathize with
that's
you.
what
But
I'm talking
sometimes you
about.
end up taking
But
over the conversation.
What I was talking, you need to learn how to balance.
need to
that.
learn how to
But
not
in the
take
over.
situation
Balance, yeah.
that I was talking about, stepping outside yourself, was just trying to look at that person objectively.
Yes.
So try to find what you were saying, like try to find that moment where you're like, something's off about this person.
Right.
That's all.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. But you have to be looking for that. Like, you have to be engaged in a conversation.
Yeah,
to the
sometimes
you have to
don't.
look at that. You have to listen. Yeah, you do have to be engaged.
Well,
you have to be engaged in that. Like, it can't be
It can't be you just heard something through the door.
it's a conversation where it's like you see this person
you're
and
making eye contact.
yeah, and then you're like, oh, this person is whatever. Even if you don't know them, you know what I mean? Like, it's not that easy to just be like, I know this motherfucker's depressed.
Why would I was talking about a friend? Like, if
Well,
you're
no,
talking with a friend,
if you know a friend, if you know, for instance, like Jojo has been able to tell when my vibe is off. I've been able to tell when her vibe is off. Same thing with you. We know each other.
my vibe is never off. It's like, no, I'm just kidding.
but that's because we know each other.
Vibes are consistent,
We're
baby.
always in close proximity.
Yeah.
We know each other.
Yeah.
Your kids, like Mason, would picks up on things like that. Like, he would know, like, you okay, Dad? Like, you've been thinking a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he picks up on stuff like that. But that's because you really know that person.
Yeah.
When it's a stranger,
Yeah, but
or
Mason also has that when he doesn't know the person.
a random. Well, yeah, because he's a little gifted. The person, like coworkers and stuff like that, people that you don't really know that well. It's not really that simple.
Yeah.
To be like, he's going through some shit.
Yeah.
Unless their behavior's different.
Yeah.
But some people just don't have. Put like this: one of my coworkers is going through a divorce. If he would have never told me he was going through a divorce, I would have never known. That man didn't. He didn't skip. Came in joking, having the same shit for breakfast, doing his job. You know what I'm saying?
Still wearing his wedding ring.
It's exactly still wearing the wedding band. It was the. Oh man, I had to quit smoking. I smoked like a pack of cigarettes this weekend. Why? Oh man, I'm going through a divorce.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
But well, yeah, that's what I'm saying though. But he came and told me that.
Right, but nobody has that ability. When you hear, that's a very, to us, because we're pretty self-aware, I would say, compared to a lot of other people. But to someone else, they wouldn't even pick up on that. So you understand that how self-aware of that is of you for even picking up that he said, I have to quit smoking because I've been smoking a pack of cigarettes. What was it, a day? Or
No, I smoked a pack of cigarettes this weekend.
Oh, this weekend, right? So that right there was for like a motherfucker smoking a pack of cigarette this weekend.
Something's wrong.
And he normally, right, nobody does that. But that's such a minuscule little fucking thing that people just gloss over that and just like continue on with the conversation. Don't even ask about that.
Yeah.
I also asked because I did that once when I was getting divorced. I sat in my car and
off
smoked
of
a pack of cigarettes.
off of experience.
So I was like, wait, something's wrong here because
But
people do that when something's wrong.
Right, but it doesn't take a fucking genius to know this person doesn't really smoke. And we know that smoking is related to stress and anxiety and dealing in a form of addiction. Like, obviously, but yeah, like what's crazy is that not everybody has that. Not everybody can do that.
So you're saying I'm special?
Yeah,
Basically.
I am saying that. You're so stupid.
Yes.
She
What happened?
Please, you to open this.
Oh, she did it.
Oh.
Oh, I thought you meant the door.
Oh, no. Me just try to open it. I tried too many times.
Hold on, Juan. Put it between your butt cheeks. Try to open it.
She said I tried too many times. My hands hurt. Did you slap the bottom of the jar?
Yeah.
Oh,
I didn't hear it.
Before, after.
And that's how you become a good husband.
hold on, wait.
Do you all have? Do you have TikTok?
TikTok? Yes.
Do you have TikTok?
Yes, I don't really use it like that though.
All
But
right, so I saw
barely-
this.
I
So I
barely
saw
go on
this.
it.
So this is trend, right? Where you open TikTok, and you go to the photo, and you take a photo, and TikTok adds a sound for you. Like
Okay.
it just adds whatever music for you. So I wanted to try that with you girls.
Okay.
So, but you have to use your own phone because
Oh.
it's based on. I guess I think it's based on like your
Your algorithm?
I guess because it's a different sound for everybody. Bless you.
She allergic to sun. Bless
So
you.
Oh, thank you.
just put the speakers on the mic.
I would say I'm allergic to bullshit, but that's
All
not
right,
true.
don't judge me. I don't know how to work TikTok.
Let me see.
I don't know what to do.
All right, so
Put the plus right here. And then you just take a phone.
I'm not old.
Bro, there's a fake boyfriend filter.
Oh my god, bro.
God damn.
What the fuck? Where's the volume button on this piece of shit?
Right there. Oh.
Put the volume up. There it is. Make sure your volume's up. All right, Mima. You want to go first?
It is so juicy. Tell me I'm a bad bitch. Oh yeah, I'm bad bitch. You can touch my pussy. It is so juicy. Tell me I'm a bad bitch.
Yo, AI is listening.
And right here?
AI is listening.
No, just go like this. Look.
But it's gonna do something off of your phone.
I'm a pretty bitch. Yeah. Because my aura is that. My confidence is that. My self-esteem is that. You know?
My aura?
I think that, like,
All right, let me try it. Let me see on Mima's phone what it gives me.
What?
Because my aura is...
My phone is intuitive, bitch.
All right, hold on. All right.
Who the fuck is he? And why the fuck he ain't in my drawers yet? Oh, bitch. He look fucking... Who the fuck is that, y'all?
I like Mima's phone.
Yo, Mima's phone is on
that's
fucking
crazy.
point.
Alright.
So weird. Nah, that was creepy.
Hold on, maybe I have to go.
That was
back.
really creepy, bitch.
That really was.
My phone has been listening to us the whole time though, so
That's what it is.
it makes sense.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It just
Your
heard me
phone's
say
been
my
listening.
pussy is wet, and that's why it's the song said my pussy is
So
wet.
yeah.
If I said I'm a beautiful bitch that's a boss bitch that is that bitch.
She's gonna say bad shit into her phone now. And she's gonna be like Delulu.
My milkshake brings all the emotionally dysfunctional, selfish, narcissistic, alcoholic assholes with mommy issues to the yard. Fucking
Your fucking phone is our point, bitch! Oh my
Let me
god!
finish.
This shit just run me to filth!
Let me see.
Oh my god!
Yo.
I'm done. I
Hold
need
on.
to erase TikTok.
Hold on.
How often do you go on that shit?
Like once every month.
I like my women like I like my glasses, sitting on my face.
Oh my god!
Nah, Mima's phone is on point.
Oh my god! That shit is exposed to hella ghetto shit. That's crazy.
Face pretty, name pretty, attitude pretty, body pretty, smile pretty, soul pretty, energy pretty, everything just gorgeous about it. Face pretty.
I mean, it ain't
Yo.
lying. It ain't lying.
Nah. Why it read me like that?
Let me see. Let me take my glasses off.
She asked me what my name was. You know what I told her? Him.
You are just a fuckboy.
You really are.
You are just like your face just gives off fuck nigga.
That's crazy.
I don't even want to take another picture. I'm scared.
No, go ahead. Take another one.
I'm scared.
One more.
Let me do without glasses. Shut.
He's gonna be like, blind bitch.
Me finding out that instead of mysterious and cool, people think I'm autistic and lesbian.
I'm done. Guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.
Autistic and lesbian.
It's so true.
It was half true.
And we'll see you guys.
She's still autistic.
We'll see you guys next week.
Oh my god.
Basically, I want you to tell me that everything.